Well, finally got tired enough of this that I'm actually going to do something about it. Every time I move this thing, get to my destination, get everything set up, open a cabinet door, everything flies out. The problem that I got with this here, it's been bugging me since day one, is that I've got 3 shelves in here, and the shelves are really tall, and there's not much of a lip here to hold anything in. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to divide them up so that I got some smaller shelves so things will stack better. I'll be able to get at things better, and also I'm going to be using a wire shelf that has a lip on it, and instead of installing it like you would in a closet where you have the lip going down, I'm going to install them with the lip facing up, so I got something to catch things a little bit better. I'm also going to get some spring tension rods that are going to go in there in front of the shelf and hopefully hold things in place a little better. So I'm going to go get those shelves cut up. I'm going to measure this up, get them cut, and I'll show you how I put them in. First thing I did was I measured the cabinet openings, and they were about 14 inches. So I got myself this wire rack, cut it to 14 inches. Real easy to do, just set of bolt cutters, cuts right through it. I got some little sharp edges here I'm going to clean up. What I'm going to use is these command strips, and these are the heavy duty ones. They say each one will hold 7.5 pounds. I figured that if it's going to exceed that kind of weight, what I may end up doing is once they're installed, I may just drill a screw through them into the wood on the side to hold them in a little bit better, but I think the 7.5 pounds should be good. It's got a nice deep flat area there, so it should catch two of the wires here to support. So we're gonna go ahead and measure this up. I think for the first one, most of my bottles are about between 8.5 inches tall, most of the stuff in here. So I think I'm gonna set the first shelf so that the bottom is gonna be at about 9 inches. So that way I should be able to get a whole bunch of this stuff into there. And then the bottom one here will be a little bit taller. And since these things are 16 inches, the depth of the shelf is 22. I will have an area in the front where I can put the taller stuff. So I know you could get the white ones in 20 inches deep. So if you want to make them deeper, that's great. You could also get them in 12 inches. And that way, if you want to have half the shelf doubled up and the front half open for tall stuff, you can do that as well. So lots of options there. Let me get this put in, I'll show you what it looks like. And there we have our first shelf in. I angled it down slightly to the back so that hopefully, it's going to be about 1/8 or 3/16 inch lower in the back. And hopefully as the camper bounces around, it'll tend to want to push stuff to the back of the shelf and not off the front. But once we put those tension rods in there, everything should be good. Now, there we have everything we had on that shelf and then some. Everything's nice and neat. I don't have to worry about this stuff falling out. The only thing that isn't there are those marshmallows, but those could easily get thrown on the top. I think what I might do is I might cut another piece of shelf and just lay it upside down on that bottom shelf and get the use of the lip on there. The ingredients and all will hold it down. I don't need to really attach it to anything, but between all the bottles and stuff in there, that should hold it down nicely and give me that little extra lip like I got on the top one there. So now we're going to do the bottom shelves. Same thing there. Get this thing cleaned up a little bit. Well, would you look at that? I got the same amount of stuff in there, and just by adding those shelves and laying some shelves upside down on the existing shelves, pulling them out forward a little bit, give me a couple more inches, I got the exact same amount of stuff in there. I still got some room to put some more stuff in now. So that should keep everything on the shelves while we're traveling, and we'll find that out for sure in a few weeks here. And well, the final part of my pantry retention project came in this week. These are little tension rods, and what they do is they unscrew to give you a tight fit against the walls you're putting them against. I'm going to put these in the cabinets in addition to the shelves so that it holds all the tall stuff in place you know, even so it doesn't fall off over those lips. Let me show you. All right, here you can see I got a couple of these things in place here, so I could keep everything from sliding off the shelves while we're traveling. And on the top here as well. I'm gonna see if I can fit these into the cabinets to hold the dishes and glassware in as well. Well, that was a perfect fit. They just barely fit into the opening of these upper cabinet doors here, but you see that'll keep the glasses from leaning against the doors and falling out when you open them. So that looks like it's gonna work well. Well, there you have it. Another quick project done. That was not too hard. It was not very expensive. And it looks like it's going to save me a lot of headaches going down the road. So hope you found this helpful, maybe gave you some ideas yourself. I was thinking that I might get a couple of longer tension rods like that to put inside the refrigerator to keep this stuff on the shelves in there while we're driving. So gotta take some measurements and see what I can find. I'll post you guys on an update, let you know how it goes on my next trip. And until then, be safe, safe travels, and we'll see you next time.